Right, so it is now day 34 of my New Year's planting challenge, and I actually ran out today, so I took and traded a couple of seedlings of things I didn't want to plant for things I did want to plant. So let's get on with it. Right, so today's plantings are two different species. So the first one going in is one of the most ornamental of the acacias, and it is the second most, I would say, because the most ornamental is the fever tree, which I cannot, for love nor money, get to thrive here. It is a very difficult acacia. It's kind of unique in being a riverine acacia, which tends to need a lot of water, but will also rot when it gets a lot of water. This one is much more typical. It's very easy to overwater it, but it's very hard to underwater it. It needs drainage, it needs sun, and it needs you to leave it alone. And it's increasingly used by the conservation farming movement because it is quite unusual in being a sort of reverse deciduous tree. So once mature, it will be leafless at this time of year and gain its leaves during winter and keep them a little way into the hot dry season as well. When most of the other acacias will have lost their leaves in winter and then regained them during the sort of latter part of the hot season. So then, in with that, I'm putting the usual Dracaena fragrans and some more of that accursed Calico Digramontiana, the alligator plant. And just in case, as is possible, because we're quite a long way away from regular irrigation here, just in case that one doesn't thrive here, which can happen, I'm putting in the somewhat more drought-hardy Calico Fedschinkoi, which is the lavender scallops. And I'm putting in a couple of aloe arborescens too, which is probably the aloe that is going to take the longest for me to run out of ones to plant out. If I ever start planting out the aloe veras, you'll know it's because the aloe arborescens have run out. So that's the Krantz aloe. The second tree growing in, the second tree going in today is another Moringa, which is Moringa oleifera, which is an Asian and Indonesian tree, I think. Sorry, I'm going to have to wrap this up because despite how it started, it is really looking like it's about to rain. Yeah, so that is going in with very much the same companion plantings. Once again, it's one that can really suffer from overwatering, but I suspect it will want more regular water through the year. Fortunately, this is quite a sandy spot, so it should get good drainage, so it shouldn't sit in water too much. But I do think it will need some water to keep going. Okay, so I think that should be it for today. So I'm gonna nip everything inside before it actually starts raining, and tune in tomorrow, for which I do not currently have a plan, but we'll come up with something.